touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Now here's Johnson. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. On second down, here's Herbert sliding out of the pocket. And this one is incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, third down here.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. They'll roll him out right. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there, but it'll be second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Eluding the pressure right. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Third and 2. Here's Jackson. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now it's Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Jackson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
A 36-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. Returning it, Johnson. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Herbert. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And he's going to go down again. Patrick Queen providing a little deja vu. Back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
and I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Chargers 7.
On first down, Justin Herbert. He got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. And it's 2nd down. Throwing again. Herbert throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, and it'll bring up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 12-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Herbert on 1st down now. This is caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Right back to him for 10 more and a 1st.
4 yards.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. And he's got his man. It's Henry for a Chargers touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again. Badgley on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
That's the score. Ravens 17. Chargers 14.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 81 yards. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability.
Justin Tucker lining up for the extra point.
Well, if the plan is to come in here and go toe-to-toe with these guys, it certainly does not hurt if you hit them with a big shot along the way, too.
That's got to give them some confidence. And the other thing right now, it quiets this crowd, at least for the time being.
Yeah, that is what is called the intended consequence of their actions.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Johnson now returning. And takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match. His third interception. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've all...
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Devin Duvernay, 26 yards. As the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker now for the extra point.
This is similar to baseball where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. In trouble, the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And what else could go wrong at this point? This is going to be a defensive touchdown as they keep piling it on.
I'm glad we were paying attention during the rules seminar because we learned the only time you can't advance a fumble like that is in the last 2 minutes of either half.
Right, other than that, if that ball's out, whether forward or backwards, it's live and free for anybody.
No doubt about it. When you say free, that means he's got free reign to pick it up and go. That's exactly what happened there. Took it in for a touchdown.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Back to throw here, Herbert. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will finally nearly be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38.
First and 10.
On first and 10, Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That catch good for only a couple.
It's second and 8.
Here's Herbert now on second down. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 21. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now a play fake here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
From the 21, it's second and 10. To throw again. Herbert. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he will score. Touchdown. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit.
Lining up for the extra point.
And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice gain.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
13 yards. First down, Baltimore.
On first and 10, it's Dobbins.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 36, Jackson.
That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
It's a gain of 4.
Here's Jackson to throw. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will.
How many times do we hear that third down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Going deep here for Allen. Those passes intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 34. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Complete.
That one good for 10 yards. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
Raven first down.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half.
And this will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down. Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
He was brought down by Drew Tranquill. A gain of 4, and it's third down.
Jackson looking to throw on third. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and they're going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Italy.
Touchdown, Chargers.
This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it, and you know that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
And he'll bang that one through.
Leads the score. Ravens 38, Chargers 28. Michael Badgley to kick off.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Offense set at the line for this next drive. They're right back out there after watching the fumble go the other way. Still in control of this game, but that needs to serve as a wake-up call because they're not in the clear yet.
No, the message should be clear that fortunes can change pretty quickly when you turn the ball over. You've got to take care of it, otherwise that lead could slip away quickly.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. From the gun, Jackson. He's going deep for... He's got a man. Complete. And all the way in for a Ravens Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Take over at the 26-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Jackson from the shotgun. Forced out to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Here comes Johnson on the return.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
3rd quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Herbert. Wide open. It's Allen. Complete. 20. 10. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. 76 yards. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback. But, hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up.
And it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
52. Chargers 34.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Damon James with a pick. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the interception by the Chargers D leads to a touchdown.
Lining up
for good reason. Quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit.
for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Brought down back at the 21-yard line.
As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Another run here with Dobbins. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs.